decorating, and materials are the various objects or things which we see around us. Groups means dividing into few categories, so sorting materials into groups. So what objects we see around us? In daily life we see many objects around us, right? So there is a lot of variety in the food and clothes around us. See, food means we eat non-vegetarian food, we eat chapati, we eat rice, we eat dal, we eat many vegetables, we have many fruits as well. So there is lots of variety in the food every day. Daily we do not take same food, right? Every day we take different kind of food because there is lots of variety available in the food, because there are lot of different types of food available around us. Same way coming to clothes, we have different types of fabrics, like we have silk clothes, we can have cotton fabric, we can have jute, we can have woolen fabrics, we can have polyester fabrics. So same way different types of clothes are available. Same way in those fabrics we can have jeans, trousers, you can have t-shirts or shirts, or you can have saris, dress materials, shorts. Like this there are different varieties of clothes also around us. Then there is a lot of variety in the objects also, in the non-living things which we see around us. In that also there is lots of variety. For example, we see chair, bullock cart. What is bullock cart? Cow or ox drive a vehicle, no? Which go on the road. Everybody knows in the villages bullock cart will be there. Same way cycle, utensils. Utensils are those things which are used in the kitchen. Books, clothes, toys. In toys also there is lot of variety. Stones, different sizes and shapes of the stones are there. So mainly in the non-living things there is lot of variety, and even as the living things, in edible things, edible means suitable for eating. In everything there is lot of variety around us. Then there are different shapes also in these objects. So objects are of different shapes. The different things which we see around us are of having different shapes. The different things which we see around us have different shapes. Like suppose if we talk of round objects, round means we can also say spherical. So round objects examples can be apple, apple is round, right? Orange, orange is round. Earthen pot means ghada, which we say in Hindi. For filling water we use, no? So that is round object. Apple, orange, earthen pot can be round objects. Then if we talk of edible objects, edible means suitable for eating. Then it is rice, dal, vegetables. There is lot of variety in the size. There is lot of variety in the edible objects also. All these things are of different sizes and shapes. Then we have plastic objects around us, like bucket, the buckets which we use in the bathrooms, washrooms, lunch boxes. Your lunch boxes are usually made up of plastics. Then toys, then water bottles, then all these are plastic objects. So there is also difference in sizes and shapes of these plastic objects. Then some other material objects are metals, wood, glass, cotton, mud or soil used for making pots. Then we have objects made up of paper. So like this, the objects are of different sizes, different shapes, different colors, and there is a lot of variety in all these objects. Then what are the usual objects you students see around you? You usually see chalk pins, pencils, rubber or eraser. Then you see notebooks, you see duster, you see nails. What are iron nails? Iron nails are nothing but the things which, if you want to hang a calendar onto your wall, you hang it to a small nail-like structure, no, made up of iron. That is iron nail. Then spokes of the wheels. Suppose if you are coming to school by cycle, your cycle has this inside your cycle tire. There are few thin straight line structures called spokes of the cycle wheel. Then you have cricket bats, you see. Then you see matchboxes, salt, potatoes, everything you see around you, right, as a student. Then these all things you can carry, you can move from place to place. But there are few other things also which you see, but you cannot move them from place to place because they are very much big, like walls, trees. We cannot lift a tree and move, right, because this is very big in structure, very heavy. Same way doors, tractors, roads. These are all the different objects we see around us. Students see around you. Students, these are the different objects students observe around them. But these objects we cannot move from place to place because they are very heavy and we cannot move them. So how can we briefly divide all these objects into groups, into categories? We can briefly means shortly, we can divide them into two groups like wood and paper. Objects made of wood and objects made up of paper. Wood means everybody knows we get from the trees, and paper is also sourced from the trees only. So objects made up of wood. Chair. Objects made up of wood are chair. Chair can be wooden chair, right? Then wooden dining table we will have. Then we will have plow. What is plow? Suppose if a farmer wants to dig a field and plant some trees, they use a stick-like structure for which a blade will be attached. They will do like this. They will dig the soil with the plow for planting the seeds. That is plow used by the farmer in the agricultural field. Then bullock cart. Two cows or oxes will be riding the vehicle which will be made up of wood. So objects can be divided into two groups. First group is wood. The objects made up of wood are chair, bullock cart, table and plow. Whereas moving on to paper. Objects made up of paper are, the most common things are books, our notebooks, textbooks, everything, right? Then newspapers. Every morning we read newspapers for general knowledge, right? Those, it is made up of paper. Other than that, calendars. Then you have paper toys also. So all these things are made up of paper. Other than this, if we generally think about something, if we take some examples and think what are these made up of? Plates in which we eat food. It can be either steel plate, it can be a glass or ceramic plate, or it can be a plastic disposable plate also. So taking example of a pen. Pen, what you use. What are pens made up of? Pens are made up of plastic. Pens can be made up of metal. Same way, think of some other things like pencil. Pencil is also made up of wood, and the lead of the pencil, that is the black part of the pencil, it is made up of graphite. Then take example of benches. What are the benches made up of? Either wood or metal. Then what are the boards made up of? Either wood or some other material. Then what else you see? Your school bags. The school bags are also made up of fabric, either cotton fabric or jute fabric. Then your shoes. Your shoes can be made up of leather. Like this you see variety in the objects around you. So we can conclude that objects around us are made up of different materials. Objects around us, the objects which we see around us are made up of different materials. So a single object can be made up of either a single material or a many materials. So if we talk about one object, single object, it can be made up of either one material or it can be a mixture of 2 or 3 materials. So what decides that which object has to be used to make that thing? They are properties of materials which decide that this particular thing has to be made up of what. So now we will discuss about the properties of these objects. So you know that an object can be made up of a single material or many materials. But what decides that which materials can be used for making this object? So what decides? The properties of the materials decide that which material is required for preparing an object. Either one material is required or many materials are required. So to make any specific object, the properties of the materials are important to decide that how many materials are required or what are the quantities of the material required to make that object. So for example, a glass or a tumbler from which you drink water, right? It cannot be made with cloth. Why? Because if a glass or a tumbler from which we drink water, if it is made with cloth, suppose if it is made with your cloth like handkerchief, will it hold water? No, right? Because if we pour water in that cloth, all the water will drain out. That way it will not hold water and we cannot drink water. So that is why a glass or a tumbler cannot be made with cloth, because it doesn't hold water. The total water will drain out. So a tumbler should be made up of glass, plastic or metal which holds water. So a glass from which we drink water, it will be made up of either ceramic glass or plastic glass, or stainless steel is a metal, right? So glass can be either stainless steel glass. So that is why A material should be glass or tumbler should be made of such materials which holds water. Understood? That is why the property of the material, the quality which decided either the property of the material, that is what property decided here? Appearance, hardness, decided that from which material the glass should be made. So what decided that glass should be made up of this material? The appearance and hardness. Appearance means how does it appear look wise, and hardness, how hard it is. Cloth is soft in structure, right? Whereas glass, plastic and stainless steel metal will be very hard in structure. So here hardness of the material decided that which material has to be used to make a glass.